I've lived near the marshlands my entire life. They're vast, treacherous, and filled with stories, none of them good. The most persistent tale is of the lantern. They say it appears on foggy nights, hovering just above the ground. If you follow it, you'll never be seen again. As a child, I dismissed it as superstition. Now, I'm not so sure. The night it happened, the fog was so thick I couldn't see past my porch. The air was heavy, the kind that sticks to your skin. I was settling in with a book when I saw the glow. It flickered in the distance, pale and warm, cutting through the fog like a lighthouse beacon. I told myself it was a trick of the light, but the longer I stared, the more I was certain it was moving. Slowly, deliberately, toward the edge of the marsh. Something in me said to ignore it. But something stronger said to follow. I grabbed my boots and coat and stepped outside. The lantern bobbed ahead, leading me down the dirt path to the water's edge. The air smelled of brine and decay, the kind of scent that clings to your clothes. "Hello?" I called out, though I didn't expect an answer. The light paused, as if waiting for me. Then it moved deeper into the marsh. I hesitated. I knew the stories. The marshlands could swallow a man whole, and nobody would ever find him. But the light was mesmerizing, almost hypnotic. Against my better judgment, I followed. The fog thickened as I walked, swallowing the world around me. Trees loomed like skeletal hands, and the ground squelched beneath my boots. The lantern stayed just out of reach, its glow steady, unchanging. I don't know how far I went before I realized the silence. There were no crickets, no rustling leaves, no sound but my own breathing. And then I heard it, a voice, soft and lilting, carried on the damp air. "Come closer." It wasn't loud, but it seemed to fill the space around me. My skin prickled. "Who's there?" I called, my voice shaking. The lantern stopped. The voice came again, this time closer. "You're almost here." A figure emerged from the fog. At first, it looked like a woman, her hair long and tangled, her dress flowing like water. But as she stepped into the lantern's light, I saw her face. It was wrong. Her eyes were hollow, her mouth stretched too wide, her skin pale and glistening like wet stone. I stumbled back, my boots slipping in the mud. She smiled, her teeth jagged and yellow. "Stay," she whispered, reaching out a hand. The lantern flickered and began to fade. Panic surged through me. I turned and ran, the marsh pulling at my feet with every step. The voice grew louder, more desperate. "Come back. You're almost here." I didn't stop until I reached my porch, my chest heaving, my clothes soaked through. When I looked back, the lantern was gone.